quickest, most powerful, effective way to completely eliminate type 2 diabetes is to take aggressive action at prediabetes. Now you may be wondering, what? Yes. Well, here's why I say this. First of all, I'm going to be real. There's no such thing as prediabetes. So many times, every time I hear the word prediabetes, I get upset. And this is why. You see, the truth of the matter is, think about it. When you just find out that you're pregnant, say for instance, you are 2 months, do you say you're pre-pregnant? No. Because unless something unforeseen happens, this baby is coming, right? It's the same thing with prediabetes. As what they say, prediabetes, the truth of the matter is what is described as prediabetes is stage 1 or stage 2 or stage 3 diabetes. You see, when you are at that stage that they call prediabetes, this is the time when your body is most receptive to changes. As a matter of fact, 10 years before you're diagnosed with diabetes or prediabetes, your body has already been preparing for this disease. So by the time you get to prediabetes, you're at like stage 2, stage 3, or stage 5. Most people, because they hear the word pre, they have the opinion that I really don't have this disease. And so, I have time. And so the truth of the matter is they do nothing or very little. So, I get really upset every time I speak with somebody who told me that, I was just diagnosed. So the other day, I had a conversation with a client who brought me to tears. This young lady at 38 years old was admitted in the hospital with a massive stroke, secondary to diabetes. Now, you may be wondering, 38 stroke? Yes. Now, here's what happened. For 3 years, the doctor told her, you're pre-diabetic. And of course, she paid little to no attention to it. Kids, no longer was she able to care for these kids because she was paralyzed on one side. She said when she was diagnosed with the stroke, they told her she was had type 2 diabetes. And she says, no, I've been pre-diabetic. You see, the truth of the matter is, she didn't take much care when she was pre-diabetes because she thought she didn't have it. And that is the biggest deception. Every single person who is pre-diabetic, unless you take aggressive action at that stage, you will go to full-blown type 2 diabetes. And I'm going to tell you, by the time you get that diagnosis, you have had major damages before, and that compromises your ability to be able to kick this type 2 diabetes to the curb. I'm going to tell you, type 2 diabetes is not a joke. It is not something to play with. When you get that diagnosis, I know because we've said it so many times that people have gotten to the idea that pre-diabetes means you're not diabetic. I'm telling you, pre-diabetes is like you're saying you're 3 months pregnant. Unless you do something to stop this diabetes, or just as with a pregnancy, unless something unforeseen happens, this baby's going to come. Now, why would you wait until you are at the point where you have to be working so hard with more damages in your body to start taking action? I encourage you. Type 2 diabetes is not a part of your DNA. It is time to break up with this disease. It is time to take action. If you're pre-diabetic and you're struggling with weight, if you're type 2 diabetes and you're having challenges, let me tell you, the Life Above Type 2 approach has been helping hundreds of individuals not only get rid of the diabetes and lose weight and have healthier life, but they have been keeping it off, maintaining a higher quality of life. If you want to be a part of our next program is starting in a couple of days, and we do have a few spots left that we are offering to individuals that are serious about taking back their lives. If you are interested and you want to be a part of this, give me a call or put a text or put a note in the chat below, and we will talk. You, my dear, are fearfully and wonderfully made with a definite plan to prosper and be in good health. It's time. It's time that you take that step and move forward by faith. Do not be deceived anymore. There is absolutely no such thing as prediabetes. If you have been